Well, here's video number one. Not really sure what I'm talking about, but I wanted to start it. I'm just sitting here. Just got done listening to or watching a vlog of a friend. He's been on a 30-day vlog challenge, and I've been wanting to do something like that too, but I'm not sure what to talk about. So I'm just gonna start it and then see where it goes. The reason for the vlog idea is to grow my channel, to talk about things I want to talk about. Just to share my thoughts with the world. Not that there's not enough thoughts out there already. Thought I'd add mine to the pile. Who am I? I am a father and a husband, and I'm a web developer that just happened to stumble into web development. I was originally a graphic designer. I went to a trade school I went to, I don't even know what to call it, a program at the end of its senior year of my high school for graphic design. It covered all kinds of stuff in there, from designing print to printing t-shirts, developing film, photography and stuff like that. So it was actually a whole bunch of different things, which was good because I wasn't sure what I wanted to do yet, but I knew I was interested in art, in creating art in various different forms. So this actually let me explore different types of art in the work world, I guess. Something I could do for work in the future. Then after high school, I went into working as a auto body tech in a body shop, and I was doing that for a long time. Well, probably about, I don't know, 5 years. So I haven't done very much with my art skills or talent, I would say. I did a couple of different things. I was always into entrepreneurship, so I would do various side gigs and things. I designed a few signs for companies downtown, locally here. One of the signs, that's actually pretty funny, one of the signs I created actually showed up in a Chuck Norris movie, which was filmed in Spokane, Washington, downtown. That was kind of cool to see. It wasn't anything great, the sign. It was, I used a sheet of plywood, which was a sign type of plywood with a white surface, which was made for signs. And then I put vinyl graphics on it that I cut out by hand, lettering and the logo and stuff. Anyway, it was a good sign, but it wasn't anything special. I did some business card designs, flyers and stuff like that. But that's as far as it went. I had big dreams about it, but life got in the way, and so I just continued working in the body shop. And then later on, I my mom told me, well, my mom's brother was working in computers in San Francisco, and he was making good money. So she told me that I should get into that industry and stuff like that, and that it's a good thing to get into. And I didn't have any money for a computer or anything like that, so she actually bought me my first computer. And I got into it and started poking around, learning how to do web design, because it was the thing at that time, 2000, 2001. Actually, yeah, I think it was 2001-ish time frame where the dot-com boom was going on, and I was buying up domains like crazy with all these ideas and stuff, and I was just learning to make websites, and built a bunch of projects of my own, and that never went anywhere, but it was a good experience. And then I went to, well, when I got the computer and started doing web design stuff, I went to a trade school for web design. It was a 9-month program, and when I signed up, I thought, man, this is going to be a good way to learn web design and stuff like that. But it was a scam. I think looking back that it was a scam now, because so first 4 months of the program, it was a 9-month program. First 4 months of the program, they required that you get certified in Microsoft Office. When I found that out, I was mad, because I was hooked into it for 9 months. I had gotten a loan for it, so the loan was already paid, so I owed them a bunch of money, and now I had to spend 4 months learning Microsoft Office, which had nothing to do with web design. Anyway, so looking back now at it, I don't regret it. Knowing Microsoft Office as well as I do is actually beneficial now. But because, I mean, no matter what field you're in, you have to use Microsoft Office for all kinds of stuff, especially Excel. That's a good program to know. Yeah, so I went 4 months getting certified in Microsoft Office. All during that time, I just learned web design on my own, reading books, building stuff myself, searching for information online. Back in those days, there wasn't much there still, but I did what I could. And so I learned a bunch of stuff just while everybody was doing Microsoft Office. And then when we started getting into web design, we started basically from the very beginning, from the very basic stuff. And I was way ahead of that already. So I would ask my teacher these questions about, how to do this, how to do that, because I was already beyond what they were teaching. And the teacher did not have answers for me. And looking back now, it was basic questions. I mean, it was basic things that a web designer, a teacher should know, but they had no answers for me. But so I just continued to learn on my own, and getting through the classes in the school it was hard because I felt like I was wasting time. I couldn't. I worked a part-time job. I had a wife and a baby, and we had almost no money. It was crazy, and I was going to the school that I was learning nothing in. Um, anyway, I got through it, got to the end. They had this. I don't remember. I think it was some kind of a final project I had to do, and I didn't even bother doing it because I just was so mad at it. Mad at the program. I just didn't see the point, and so I didn't do the final. But my teacher gave me a certificate. I didn't get a diploma. No, I did. I think I did get a diploma, or basically, my teacher couldn't give me the official diploma from the school for some reason. Something has to do with the final. But she gave me a separate certificate that certified that I knew more than she did. So that was interesting. I have never, I don't think I've ever used anything I learned in that school in my entire career. Um, and so later on, after I got out of that, I got a job at a local small company. A guy owned a bunch of different websites. And so I was working for him, helping him make changes and build things on the website. And then after that, I got a job at a local wireless internet service provider. And so there I was just on the phones providing tech support to the customers for the wireless internet. But the owner of the company was a big, he was a programmer, like a really back-end PHP programmer. And he knew all this different programming stuff, and I would, sitting on the phones, we didn't get very many calls. So in between, while waiting for calls, I would just work on my own websites and build things. And as I talked to my boss, he would tell me about PHP, which is a back-end programming language that I didn't know about before. And so I started learning it and start building stuff, and he would help me. When I had questions, he would show me and help me figure things out. So I learned a lot from that job, even though I wasn't doing web design for them. Eventually, after, I think I worked there for 6 years. After a while, I did build a website for their company, and it was nice. But I went away from that company with a lot of web design knowledge, and I've done a few side jobs by then. And I was at a point where I was going to go and get a web design job. And that's where I began my real web design career. I got a full-time job, worked there for 3 years. Then I went freelance and started doing projects for clients. Did that for a couple of years. Then I got a full-time job again for a few years, and again I went back to freelancing, and so it was off and on. You get a little bit of this, a little bit of that. With contracting or with freelance, you're your own boss, and you're also in charge of everything, not just web design. So there's a lot of stress, a lot of things you have to do that you don't want to do, lots of hats to wear. And then you get a job, and then all that falls away, and all you focus on is just work. And it comes with benefits and paid vacations, and so you get a bunch of that, and then it starts getting, as you get more deeper into the company and involved, and a lot of more responsibilities, and the job becomes more stressful, and then you're like, man, the good old days of being a freelancer, working for yourself, having your own hours. So that starts creeping in, and so I went back to freelancing, and there's benefits in both sides. You're freelance and you're doing your own thing, but then it comes with all the stresses, and you get no time off. If you take time off, it's not just expense of going on vacation, for instance, but it's also expense of you not working. So it's a double the cost. Yeah, and that's kind of where I'm at. I'm doing freelancing now. Got pretty stable clients, and that's how I got here. All throughout all this time, I have side gigs and things I do, trying to find my way to disconnect from the daily grind, and that's a tough thing. There's videos online, on YouTube and everywhere, how it's so easy, you just do this thing, and then it's not that easy. Everything requires work, everything requires sacrifice and blood, sweat and tears, and investment of money. So yeah, still trying to figure that out. I think that's gonna be it for this first video. That's nice how it just rolled into a story that I did not plan even. So we'll see. Let's see if I can keep going for 30 days. I don't know if I can. We'll see. The hardest part is pressing the record button. The rest of it just kind of flows. All right, well, if you're watching this, leave me a comment. Tell me something about yourself. Why did you spend 17 minutes watching this video? Yeah. Thanks for watching. I will try to do another video tomorrow. And that's it. Bye.